Okay guys, here we are today on Crazy Baking Girls channel, but I'm the chef today, and we're going to make something that a celebrity made that we watched and we thought we might like, was called a meal in one. So here we go. Here's the ingredients. We've got some spaghetti, some corn, some grated cheddar cheese, corned beef, Parmesan cheese, a nice piece of butter, and some cream mushroom. Here we go. Okay, here we go. We're going to start with the spaghetti. We've got some water boiling away quite nicely, as you can see. We're going to put some salt in, give it a bit of salt. And of course, you can't make pasta without putting a bit of oil in the water, so we put a nice little generous drop in there. And then we go in with the spaghetti, and this is the way to do it. You make it soft on the side first. When it gets a bit soft, sort of softy, you can press it in like so. And look at that. And we've got more to do. Let's get it all in there. Once it's in the boiling water, of course, you can see it starts to bend, and then we can whoosh this around totally into the water, like so. Okay, the next stage is to dry fry the corned beef. We've got this pan here which has been heating up, and hopefully it's warm enough, and we're going to pan fry now. And we just dump it in, and you can hear, because the pan's already heated up, it starts to fry straight away. So we get all that in there. Bit more left behind. Let's get that out. Okay, it's in the pan. The pan's hot. We put no oil in. We just put the corned beef in as it comes out of the tin, and we just give it a good old fry up. Okay guys, we've pan fried this corned beef. As you can see, the idea of pan frying without oil is to drive out all the moisture, so we get some nice dry corned beef. And that looks nicely dried now, so we can now take it out of this pan into this little tray that will keep it while we make the rest of the ingredients. How does that look? Okay, we've done the corned beef, so we're on the next stage. So we're going to put the butter into the hot pan, which we've cleaned after the corned beef. We can melt the butter to a certain extent. As it starts to melt, we can turn the heat up a bit more. You can hear that. And then we add the corn. And we heat that up with the butter in the pan, so it's nicely warmed through, because obviously it's already ready to eat. You don't have to overcook it. While the corn is cooking, as you can see over this side, we just take a look at the spaghetti to see how well that's coming along. And you can see that looks quite nice, and we can do that a little bit longer. Corn, look at that. Oh, that would be very tasty just on its own, but we're going to put it into a lovely, lovely dish. We're going to take it out now and into this dish here. I'll put it here so we can see where it's going. There we go. It's nicely cooked and hot, and it's got some juice as well. You okay? We're getting preparations in now. We'll turn the oven on to gas mark 5, 375 degrees Fahrenheit. So that's ready for when we've got everything together. Okay, we'll check the pasta again. It looks good. We'll just test it. Oh yes, that's ready. So I'm just going to drain it now. Okay, now the pasta is just about done. We have to butter a dish ready to accept all the ingredients, so that you can see that when it goes in the oven it doesn't stick. Okay guys, now the pasta is cooked and it's cooled down slightly, so we now transfer it into this bowl that we're going to use to cook the main dish. There you can see it's nice and cooked and soft, and we just spread that out, make sure it's all gives us a nice base layer for the rest of the dish. That looks good. Okay, here we go. Now we've got the spaghetti nicely layered and we've got the corn, so we spread a nice layer of corn over the top of the spaghetti. Get it all in there first, and then we make sure we've got a nice layer everywhere over the top. Some people say spread the word, we say spread the corn. Okay, now we've spread the corn, we now just have to spread the corned beef. Get that? 2 words. Corned beef. So because it's nicely dry now, it's not that easy to spread, but if we put a few dollops here and there, you can see that it hopefully, with a bit of luck, we can spread it evenly over the top of the dish. There, what do you think? So that each area of the dish has some corned beef. What do you think? Yep, we'll carry on with this. Okay, the corned beef is now nicely spread over. So now we need to take the cream of mushroom and spread that nicely over the top as well. This is going to be really tasty. Nearly gone. Look at there. Wouldn't you just love to taste that? Wow. Magic. Okay, we've got the main ingredients in, and to make it really tasty, we've got some Parmesan cheese here, which gives it a nice cheesy taste, of course, and but we're not keen on just Parmesan, so we're going to give it another layer of cheddar cheese, which will follow this up. Okay, can you see that? So just about everywhere on top of this dish, so everybody will get a nice piece. And we just finish off by throwing the rest in. Throw that over, and we've got some cheddar cheese, which will give it a nice crust, one hopes, when it goes into the oven. We love a bit of cheddar cheese, and of course you know where cheddar comes from, don't you? From cheddar. Spread it, spread it, spread it. Spread it everywhere. A nice bit of covering. I missed a bit here, there, and everywhere. Now, what does that look like? There we go. It's all in. Fantastic. Now just wait and see what happens after it comes out of the oven. Okay guys, here we are. Uncle Nigel, we've made this dish and I'm just going to put it into the oven. Here we go. Now come back later and see what we get. Okay guys, here we are. I was going to have a boxing match, but I'm going to use these to get the dish out of the oven. You can see it's bubbling away quite nicely. Ooh, I'm going to pull it out. Ooh. And you can see that's looking nice on the top, isn't it? And we're going to put it down here so it can rest before we try and eat it. Okay, here we are guys. These are the fruits of my labour in the kitchen making this dish. I'm going to taste it now because Crazy Bacon Girl has finished it off for me and presented it to me to taste. So here we go. Well, it's not too bad. I could eat lots of this, but we've got some lovely spaghetti, corned beef, corn, steaming away. That comes together really nice. So give this a go, try it yourself, and don't forget to like, subscribe, comment and ring that bell.